them. I said, okay, here's our mission. I said, next year when we go, my goal is to have 15 coaches there. So we didn't quite make 15, but like it's awesome. We did not have that many last year, so it's really cool. Are you getting excited? Like, are you pumped about Summit? Is anybody nervous about Summit? A little bit? No, not at all. Maybe I'm weird. Last year I was so nervous and I was like, I don't know if I want to go. Like, I don't know. What am I thinking? This is crazy. But it is the biggest game changer for your business. And I know you've heard everybody say it, but I'm telling you, like, you are about to show people that you're the real deal when it comes to being a coach and that you're at this event, because there's going to be lots of coaches that don't go to this and they're going to see you and be like, this chick's not messing around. Like, she's legit. So what I want to do is I sat down last night and I just recapped from my Summit experience last year, and I took notes, and I want you to take notes tonight while we're on the call. I am willing to bet that you will hear probably Melanie giving tips. You might hear Deidre giving tips. So you're getting them from me first. So if I miss anything, they can fill you in on that. First things first is I hope all of you have Voxer. If you don't, please get it. What we're going to do is we're going to make a team-wide Voxer thread. And what we will use that Voxer for is letting each other know where we are in regards to seats sometimes, spots for workouts, whatever it is. If you're trying to find someone from Team Fit and Fabulous, you can just Voxer that and let everybody know. Obviously, you don't want to constantly be using it because you'll get on each other's nerves, but I think it can be really helpful. So make sure you have that, and we'll create a Voxer and we'll add all of us into that. Now, another thing. In Nashville, how many of you have never been? Raise your hand if you've never been to Nashville yet. First time. Going? Yes. Okay, great. So in downtown Nashville, there is something called the Joyride. And it's like a taxi service, but it's a very nice high-end golf cart, and it is so much fun. The drivers are really nice, but instead of using a cab, I would encourage you to use the Joyride. They're quick. They'll give you their business card the first time you ride, and you can call them, and then they'll come and pick you up. So like Kevin and I used it all the time. We were always calling the guy from Joyride. So bring a little bit of money with you for tip money, just so you can tip him, but I would recommend the Joyride big time. Okay, so what do I want to do? So first things first, if you haven't downloaded the Summit app, you have to have it. It's vital while you're there. You need it. So make sure you've downloaded that app to your phone. And then as far as packing goes, I saw that. Peg, thank you for sharing that. You shared it with Vanessa, right? The packing list. Thank you for doing that. So is that what you shared?
No, I added her to the Summit Facebook group, which I thought she was already a member of, and then she scrolled through and found the list.
Okay, I'm not in it either. Are any of you in it? No?
Oh,
okay.
Well, let me add you.
So if it will let you add us in, okay? Or we can search for it. What's it called?
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. Is it just called Beachbody Summit?
Let me look.
Okay, let us know. You can type it in the comment section, okay?
Are you talking about the group?
Yeah. Hey, Vanessa.
It's Beachbody Coach Summit 2016.
Okay, is that through corporate who made it?
Probably. That's what it seems like.
Okay, cool. I'll check it out. I didn't even know about it.
They're giving like tips, and it's not, I mean, some of the tips are good, but it's like, today was tip number 3 was like practice patience and kindness.
Oh yeah, okay. You're gonna need it though, trust me. All right, so
But it did have good tips to say like core doesn't take cash.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that because I was like hoarding my cash.
Yes. Yeah, you're going to need it on a card or debit card. So let's go over, some of it's just random and then some of it's in order. So one of the things that I want to talk about was packing. Now, you guys posted that list today, but I'll tell you that the attire you'll see there is really going to vary. You're going to see coaches who look like they're going out on a date with their husband and some who look like they just worked out. Like, it doesn't matter, especially for the training stuff, what you wear. So you're going to see a variety, but you're going to want to be comfortable for the most part. But you'll see all kinds. I will tell you that it is super, super hot there. You are not going to want to be like You're going to want to be in cool materials, light colors. It is hot, okay? Now, for the 80s party, let's talk about that. So the 80s party, you had to qualify by hitting a combined Success Club points of 15. You would have gotten an email tonight, just like 15, 20 minutes ago, saying, hey, you're invited, if you had a combo of 15 between the 2 months. If you know you had 15 but you didn't get that invite, reach out to Beachbody. Sometimes they make mistakes. But what that means is that I have a 1 guest pass. As long as they're going to give us guest pass, which they should, they did in the past, then I will take somebody. Kevin doesn't want to go, so I will take the person who has the highest Success Club points between now and Summit. So in this group, whoever, a couple of you have a ticket, so obviously you're not competing for that. But those of you who don't, somebody's going to be my guest. I'm not going alone. I want someone to be my date. So highest Success Club points, we will go ahead and we'll track that in this group. So I will sort of do a shout out and say, here's where you guys stand.
What's that?
Competition.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Vanessa. Hold on, let me mute her.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're okay. Can you mute? I can't mute yet. Thank you. But anyways, for the 80s party, you're supposed to dress up. It's the concert. So if you're going with me, you have to dress in 80s attire. I have no idea what I'm wearing. So we'll figure that out. Now, a few other things you need to know about. We're going to do something called the super workout, and it is it's at like 6 a.m. on Saturday. You need a yoga mat for that. It is in the middle of the streets of Nashville. So many people last year did not have a yoga mat. I had to go to Walmart and Kevin went and bought me one, but bring one along. If you don't want to have to take it home with you, bring one you can throw away and not put it on the plane. So nothing fancy. Water bottles, bring your own and label it with your name on it, because there's going to be 800,000 Shakeology shaker cups there, okay? So put your name on that baby or bring a different one. There are hydration stations. So there's going to be stations where you can fill up your water bottles. I'm sure there'll be a line, but that is an option instead of having to buy bottled water. As far as foods, you want easy. You want bars, you want apples, you want popcorn. Last year, what I did is I wanted to be I called it Summit on a budget. And before I went to Summit, I prepped baked oatmeal, I prepped popcorn, I prepped everything so that I had to spend very little when I was at Summit, because I wanted to spend all my money at the core. So I was like, I'm not going to spend much. So I packed a lot of easy food. So I would recommend doing that. Now, granted, we drove there, so that it was different. But you can still put apples in your suitcase. You can still put almonds, like easy stuff, Quest bars, Shakeology, and whatnot. So easy foods and snacks. You're going to want to take not just your cell phone charger, but have you guys ever heard of like a Mophie charger, so that you can charge your phone when it's not plugged in? I am telling you, you won't even get to lunchtime until you need a recharge. You'll be taking so many videos of just different things that they're sharing with us and so many pictures. You're going to want that. I made that mistake last year. I was like, yeah, I won't be on it that much. And I was like, dear God, get me a charge. Like I was like an addict. Like I didn't have any cell phone charging. And that's what, guys, we're at Summit. We want to be able to use our phones. So make sure you buy one of those. It's a good investment. You're going to want to bring a notebook with you to take notes, like a huge notebook. You will take a ton. As far as money goes, you're going to need some money for like taxis and, the joyride and stuff like that. But credit card for the core, which Vanessa said a little bit ago. They will ask for your coach ID number while you're in line, because when you check out, they'll give you your discount. So you are getting your coach discount while you're shopping. It's easy to go to the core. Well, let me talk about the core in a second. Okay, so I'll get to that. So first thing, another thing is pack light, because you're going to be bringing home more. So bring an extra bag to carry on all the things you buy from the core, or just make sure your suitcase weighs less, because you're going to come home with a fuller suitcase. The Shakeology bar. So there is a bar at Music City Center, and you can get Shakeology there. They'll have featured flavors. On the Success Club trip, it's free. At Summit, it is not. It's $5.75 a glass. They come in like almost like a Starbucks, like I'd say a grande plastic cup, that size. So it is cheaper to make your own, but some of you are flying there. You're not taking a blender. So that is an option for convenience if you need it. It's there. They're open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, first thing, when you get to Summit, you're going to go to Music City Center. It's huge, 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 huge facility. Don't waste time. Go right to registration. If you can go there on Wednesday, how many of you are getting there Wednesday? I know Michelle's getting there Tuesday, and so is Tish, okay? If you get there Wednesday, check into your hotel and go to Music City Center and check in. I did not have to wait in a long line because I went Wednesday, but I know there are people who waited in line for hours just to check in. So you'll get a wristband that you need for everything. You'll get a name tag. If you're a diamond coach, you'll get a medal. There's different, you'll get your regalia or whatever it's called. You'll get all those things there, as well as your 80s party ticket. If you're going to the 80s party, you'll probably have a wristband for that, and they will, what is this? I feel Vanessa is shooting a horror movie. I know, I'm like getting dizzy. I keep trying to not watch her. But anyways, when you get if you're going to that party, ask them for your guest wristband, because last year I forgot to ask for that and I had to go back up the night of the party and get it. So this registration desk will be open all of Summit, until like the last day. So they're there, but you're gonna need to make sure you ask for that on the spot in case they forget. Now, the lines are based off your rank. It's your lifetime rank. So if you have been a diamond coach, there'll be a line for diamond coaches. You should be able to get in it. Double check and make sure that, you can ask the people around you. There's going to be a ton of Beachbody staff. They'll all have shirts on that say Beachbody staff or Beachbody corporate. Just ask them. If you're not sure, if you don't have your diamond rank right now, but you were a diamond, you can ask them and say, hey, can I get in the diamond line? And you can ask. They may say yes, they may say no, but it's based off of your rank. So on Wednesday from 5 to 9 p.m. is the elite night. So I actually was asked by Deidre to be her date. So I'm pretty excited. I get to go to that party. I will be with Deidre from 5 to 9 on Wednesday. Before that, so at 5, we get to shop the core. They're going to open it to the elite people first. So I'll shop with her, and then I'll be at the Symphony Hall. Now, after that party, that night, I don't think we have anybody yet, but if you are a Success Club legend, you would actually get a band to shop the core the night before. That's new this year. So for those of you who are pushing for that for next year, you would get the band to shop the night before. So if I wouldn't have been going with Deidre, I would be getting to shop Wednesday night at the core. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, you're going to have, so I'll be doing that, but here's my plan, if it's okay. After Elite Night, I would love to meet up as a team at one of the honky tonk bars, that we call them the honky tonks, at one of the bars downtown. So I would like to see you all to kick off Summit together. We'll get a drink or whatever and just see one another. So I'm going to be free, like I said, after 9. I'll have to get changed, but I would imagine that there are a lot of other coaches out Wednesday night. Don't stay up all night, but it would be a good night to go out. What are you all laughing about? I see Michelle's laughing, Branson. What are you guys doing? Are you messaging each other? You must be. Okay. So anyways, Wednesday night, if you can pencil me in for after 9, I would love to see you. Okay, Thursday morning, this is like critical here. Set your alarm clocks. 6 a.m. the core opens. Last year, I waited in line at 6 a.m. We got there at like 5:45, 5:50. It was not nearly early enough. Literally, the line racked and racked. It was Cheryl and Lindsay and I think it was just the 3 of us. We waited in line for 2.5 hours, okay? That was at 6 a.m. We were like, this is crazy. But we wanted to have access to shop first because we knew there's a lot of people out for size small, certain products. So if you really want it, just get in line early. That's my advice. It's insane. But it will get you first dibs on sizes and things do sell out. Now, granted, I will tell you this, after, like later in the day, I'd say even Friday, like I literally you didn't even have to wait in line. You just walked right into the core. So if you're like, no, I'm just going to risk it. I'm not waiting at 6 a.m. for 2 hours in line. You'll get in and you'll still be able to get things. But there's always that excitement of you want to see it first. So is anybody here going to be brave and be shopping at 6 a.m.? Anyone? Unmute yourselves if you are. No one's hardcore like that. All right. Okay. So let's see. Depends on how my country heat goes. All right, good. It'll be Thursday, Michelle. Isn't country heat Tuesday? You'll have plenty of time to rest up. It's going to depend on how the bar goes on Wednesday night, I think, for all of us. But anyways, so that's my advice on the core. What else? Okay, so, another thing. Country Heat, you will be able to buy at the core. So that means that you're going to have to go back to the core probably Friday because it'll go for sale. Here's what Carl will probably say. We'll go to the big opening session. He'll probably tell you that Country Heat is now available. Yes, there is an instructor section at the core. It's pretty awesome. We're not even allowed in it. It's like a room. It's its own room. But anyways, Carl will say Country Heat is now available for sale, and everyone will get excited, and then they'll keep the core open till like midnight that night. You'll be able to buy Country Heat that night if you want. I didn't go back. I remember Cheryl, like I think she spent all of Summit shopping. It was so funny. But she went back and she waited in line to get size that night. I think Lindsay did too, but they were like hardcore. Same with the performance line. You could get it that night. Chrissy, I don't know. Did you go back that night? Christy's on the call. This is her second summit. She might not even be on right now, but I see her name. But anyways, so what they'll do is I think I got size that next day. So I think I went and got it Friday. Christy did go back. Yeah. But what they'll do is they'll load it in your on-demand library. So while you're at Summit, as long as you buy it, you'll actually have access to it. You could probably do the workouts Friday and Saturday from your hotel room if you wanted, which I would recommend that you do. Okay, afternoon workouts. So whenever your workout is, whether it's the 6 a.m. Friday or the 2, where are you guys? So put it in the chat section. I'm 2 o'clock on Payo on Thursday. Where are the rest of you? Post it there real quick so I can see. See, same, a lot of you are that one. Hey, my Beachbody Live instructors, if I were you, one of you could be nice. I know we have a few instructors who aren't going to Summit. You may want to offer them to pay you ahead of time, and you may want to snag them a couple things from the live instructor room. It's a cool thing, so you certainly don't have to do it, but if you have a friendship with any of the other instructors that aren't going, it would be cool to help them out and be like, I'll get you a few things. Just my 2 cents. Okay, so Joel and Jericho. Okay, so regardless, whenever you're working out, whether it's Thursday or whether it's Friday, same like the core, there will be a line to get in. Everybody wants to be up front with the celebrity trainers. I have been doing this for a while now, so I'm not as like, I got to be in the front row like everybody else. Like, I don't really care as long as I'm just in the room. But if this is your first time you've been around these celebrity trainers and you're pumped, get in line early so that you can be right up front by them. It's an awesome experience. But I would just try if you can, but there will be a line. What else? So while you're there, I would encourage you to take pictures, while you're doing the workouts, take some videos. I would even do a Facebook live stream while you're in that workout and just show your followers, like, how cool is this? And that would just be my advice to you. What else? So, Thursday afternoon is the Dream Team get together. I did not get tickets for it because I knew between the workout and then trying to get back and get something to eat, I didn't think I'd have time. Is anyone in our group going to the Dream Team live event? Post below, just so we know that we have buddies there. Brianna requested a refund. Vanessa's trying to get her steps in. Yes, she is. Okay, so if you do end up going, if you're going to go, you're all got your stuff refunded. Well, if you do go, Voxer each other so that you have somebody there to hang out with, okay? All right. Opening session is at Nissan Stadium. It is a little ways from downtown as far as a walk goes. If you bought the armband, the bus pass, you have a shuttle over there. I would recommend that you get in line and you take the shuttle. It's a long walk. That opening session will be from 8 to 11 p.m. and the doors will open at 6:30. There's priority seating, but we won't be getting that. So unless you were an elite and premier get to be on the floor, which is a really awesome spot. Deidre let me have her, I was her guest for that last year. It was awesome. I can't wait till next year when I can take one of you down there. But regardless, I'd like to sit together. It's super hot. Some people brought those portable fans with them because it is just like literally the one night they postponed it later because it was so hot. Like they didn't want us out. So at opening session, make sure your phones are charged for that because what you're going to have is we're going to learn about new products coming out. Carl will probably do Country Heat on stage dancing with a bunch of dancers and Autumn. He did it for size and it was awesome. But you'll be wanting to take videos while you're sitting there and post these in your team pages. So make sure you're building the hype with your team. You're taking pictures, so you'll want a full charge. After this is over at 11 o'clock, go to bed. It's so easy to want to be like, I want to go out. We're in Nashville, like partying up. No, like you're here to learn. Like, yes, you're in Nashville. Yes, have fun, but like go to bed. You don't want to be dead tired. I mean, I can't tell you to go to bed. Some of you will be out till 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's your choice. But my advice and where you will find me is back at home in bed. Not trying to be a party pooper, but like I'm here to get the most out of the learning aspect. So I'll be going to bed after that. I don't want to be too tired. So don't ask me to go out because my answer is probably no. I know I'm no fun. Anyways, you're going to be doing a ton of walking, so make sure that you're drinking a ton of water. So lots of water for that night. Now, on Friday, the workshops, like I said, be a sponge. Show up on time, stay the whole time, take notes. It's very easy to be like, I'm going to go cut out. I'm going to go for lunch early in the middle of this training, or I'm just going to go shopping during the core. I mean, I'm totally guilty. Like last year, towards the end, I was like, I just want to shop more. So I like left a little bit with some of my coaches, and we shopped a bit. Don't do that. Okay, be respectful of the speakers, stay the whole time, show up when it starts, and just be a sponge. Now, the general session. How many of you are Blue Hall Track D? That's what I am, Blue Hall Track D. Is anybody silver? Anyone silver? No, I don't think. I think most of you got that one. So our day looks like this. We're going to have general session Friday from 9:30 to 12:30. We'll start at the Bridgestone Arena. I sat on the floor last year, and that was the best spot. So what you're going to do when you come in Bridgestone is you're going to go right down the stairs. Like you'll come in the door, there's stairs kind of directly in front of you, go straight down and go to the floor. Whoever's there first, we need to save enough seats for everybody. You know, bring some sweatshirts. It's kind of cold in there. But the speakers for that day is Gary Vaynerchuk. If you don't know who he is or you haven't read his stuff yet, do that before Summit. He's awesome, and I know he's going to deliver really great content. Christina Delgado and Becky Rosette are the other speakers. These are superstar diamond coaches, and they are really powerful speakers. After that, you have lunch. Some of you got the boxed lunch. Raise your hand if you are getting the boxed lunch. Hands up. Okay, box lunches. Okay, if you did, you're going to go and you're going to get in line. The line will look long, but it moves so fast. You're going to get a nice box lunch. You have time to sit there and eat. After lunch, a lot of coaches like to kind of go back to the core or just hang out or catch up in their groups or whatever. You have some time in between. If you're going out to eat, plan it wisely. Like have somebody get there ahead of time. And just kind of go from there. So I will probably go out to lunch at least one of the days with Kevin. So we'll probably go out together and check it out. On Thursday, I didn't say this, but on Thursday, we don't really have anything to do until the workout, other than if you want to shop at the core. So you have the morning. If you've never been to Nashville, you may want to plan to do something so you can check Nashville out. I have not yet gone to the Grand Ole Opry. Kevin and I have not went. We were there last year, but we didn't go. So we're going to make a little morning trip together, and we're just going to drive out and check it out ourselves because we've never seen it. So even though we're here for work for Beachbody, we're on a little bit of a vacation together too. So we're doing that, I think, Thursday morning. Let's see, what else did I want to share? So that was Friday. Saturday, the super workout it starts, as I said, at 6 a.m. Buy cowboy boots, yeah, but don't wear them all day. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing. A lot of people are going to ask the cowboy boot question. Do I need them or do I not? It's totally optional, but I was the typical poser, and I don't ever wear cowboy boots, but we drove into Nashville and I was like, I need boots. So we stopped at the boot barn like 20 miles outside of Nashville, and I got like a $300 pair of boots that I've worn twice since I bought them. So I will be wearing them because I have them now, but yeah, it's fun to have them. I wore my denim shorts, and yep, Christy says wore them once. Christy, didn't you go to Boot Barn too? I feel like she did. Anyways, if you need boots, there's one about 20 minutes outside of Nashville or downtown. Christy might have bought hers downtown. I don't know. Anyways, so for Saturday, for the workout, the gates open at 5 a.m. It's really early, but if you want an awesome spot, you may want to. Last year, we were on a side street right in front of Bridgestone Arena. It was fine. I didn't mind it. We had space. The trouble with when you want to be in the front row is you are a sardine. Everybody's on top of you because they want to be in the front row too. So personally, I don't need to be up against the stage. Some people like it. I don't need it. So I'll probably be somewhere, around Bridgestone, I would think. Bring your mat to that. If you have a calorie tracker, if you have the band that goes around your chest that tracks calories, or your watch, wear it. You're going to be amazed with how many calories you burn during this workout. It's really cool. And they will stream this workout on Beachbody on demand. So you can have your coaches do the same workout with you, and they can try it and see what it's all about. So while you're there at that live workout, that is huge. That'll get you people interested in coaching. When they see how many of you are out on that sidewalk, I really found that was a game changer. A lot of people were like, holy crap, there's a lot of Beachbody coaches. Like, I remember people seeing, maybe you remember seeing that picture. Does anybody remember my pictures from the live workout, seeing how many coaches and being like, I want to be there. So that's big. Stream it live from your phone. Do Facebook Live. Show them the crowds. Show them the workouts. Get them excited about it. Now, as far as that day, we have sessions from 9:30, then we have lunch, and then general session is 2 to 5 at Bridgestone. We'll hear from Melanie Mitro, Tracy Morrow, and she was in P90X, by the way, if you don't know who she is. And then Lindsay Matway, Christine Dwyer, Janelle Summers, and Melissa McAllister, they're going to talk about their superstar coach success. If you're not following these people yet, check them out so that when you get there, you're not like, who's this girl? They're awesome. They're really, really, really wealthy. They're really smart. They've learned a lot about the business, and they have awesome things to share with you. I feel like a lot of these women are lights for us. You know, I see these people and the success, and it makes me feel like, okay, I can do this too. So I hope you feel that way. After you have time for dinner, what we did on last year on Saturday is we left after the sessions. Kevin and I drove back to State College. We left afterwards. We didn't stay for the top coach celebration. You're able to stream it live. So if you want to go home Saturday and miss that part so you don't have to get a hotel room Saturday night, you could do that. I don't think that's what we're doing this year. I think we're going to probably stay Saturday. But from 8:30 to 11 is the celebration. They'll name the top coach. They'll do the weight loss transformation winners. It's pretty awesome. Expect to probably cry while you're there. It's very emotional. Now, last piece of advice for you is the lead up. If you're not talking about Summit yet, please start doing it so that your followers know where you're going. They need to know what it is. Build hype. I would encourage you to ask questions. You know, hey, I'm going to Nashville. Can you give me some tips? What are your favorite bars? I've never been. Post pictures of your outfits. Ask which one do you like better. Ask the boot discussion. Maybe you don't wear boots usually. Say, am I too much of a poser? Should I get them? Should I not? Like, just engage so they're excited about your trip with you. Live stream while you're there. When you post your pictures while you're at Summit, make sure they have a purpose. It's easy to be like, oh my God, I'm at Summit, and just post. Make sure they have good content and good images with it. As far as when you get back, do a blog post and recap about it, you know, whatever. The more you talk about it, the more people will be interested in the coaching opportunity. As far as the core goes, I would suggest bringing home presents for some of your top coaches in your team that have really hustled this month, or your challengers. So, you know, don't just buy for you, buy for them too, or buy things you can use as giveaways. And I said this at the beginning of the call, but I'm going to say it one more time. This shows you're serious about coaching. It sets you apart from the many. You should use that to your advantage. And last but not least, don't take the week off from your business. Don't take the week off. I know you're at Summit. I know you're having fun. I know you're tired, but don't stop inviting. Don't stop doing your workouts. Like, literally, obviously the PD will be covered while you're there, but still do at least the bare minimum so that when you come home, you don't feel like a landslide hit you. Okay, so that's really important. Probably you need to bring your laptop and you need to work just for a little bit, but don't just kick it all off. Okay, I'm sorry I talked so much, but what else do you want to say? Christy, anybody else who's been to Summit, comments that you could share that I missed, or just general questions that you guys have? Nothing. Crickets. It's a lot of information, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So the app will be your friend. Memorize it. Be ready. Peg and I are going to have a power hours late at night. Okay, good. Cool. You'll be so tired late at night. Good luck with that. I remember being like, Kevin would be like, I'm going to meet, he's like, do you want to meet me at this bar? I'm like, no, I don't. Now, if you want to have fun, Christy's on the call. I will tell you, Christy is a blast. You will find her. What was that purple bar, Christy? Is that where you were? bluebirds or whatever. I don't know. But Christy, if you want to have a good time, she will definitely be showing you a good time. She knows all the cool bars in Nashville, and yeah, she had fun. So if you want to have fun, call Christy. If you want to be boring and go to bed at 9, call Sarah. I'm kidding. But anyways, thanks for getting on, and any questions that you have from now till then, obviously post it here, and keep us posted as far as who's going to the 80s party. So, some of you will be able to bring a friend, invite somebody if you have a ticket, and keep me posted on where you are for Success Club points. So, all right, girls, have a good night. Thanks for getting on.